Tiny amounts of radioactivity from Fukushima have now traveled at least halfway across the world, as far as America's east coast. Particles believed to have come from Japan have been detected in the air or in rainwater in at least a dozen states. Is it a health risk? Government officials say the levels are far lower than the amount that would pose any concern, sometimes thousands of times less. We caught up with the health director in Maryland, where radiation from Fukushima was detected in the air and rainwater. What does it mean overall that this has traveled all the way from Japan to now the east coast of the U.S.?
Well, it shows that an environmental event in one part of the world can be seen, the sort of the echoes of it in other parts of the world. And, when Chernobyl happened, a similar thing was seen. Radioactive material gets into the atmosphere and can travel around in the weather patterns. It gets diluted as it goes along, and by the time it gets to a place like Maryland, it's so small it's not a public health concern.
So far, no radioactive material has been found in drinking water or milk supplies in the U.S. The federal government is monitoring radiation as well. We're on a rooftop in Washington where the EPA has given us access to a RadNet fixed air monitor. There are 124 of these across the U.S. It's a high-volume monitor. It measures 3 times the amount of air in 1 hour that we breathe in one day. The air is sucked in under here and deposited on a filter right here, but measured with a gamma monitor and a beta monitor. Those measurements are transferred to a computer inside here where officials can come and look at it in real time. That real-time data is transferred to a U.S. government lab in Alabama through this satellite dish right here, a cell phone transmission there, and also a fixed phone transmission. But officials do come up here and change the filter every couple of days, also to get more sensitive and accurate, redundant information. EPA officials admit that about 20 of the 124 RadNet monitors in the U.S. were either down for servicing or not working in the days after the releases from Fukushima. But they say there are enough monitors all around that nearby detectors would still pick up anything serious in the general area of any monitor that was down. Brian Todd, CNN, Washington.